So with so many different credit card options out there and hundreds of different credit card combinations possible, it can be a bit overwhelming at times if you're either someone who's new to credit cards or maybe you're just someone who wants to keep their wallet a little bit more simplistic and carry around maybe just 3 to 5 really good credit cards. Then it can be a little bit overwhelming at times to actually know which credit cards are the right ones to carry. So that's why in today's video, I'm going to be showing you what I believe to be the 5 best credit cards you can have in your wallet for 2023. And because I know that some individuals may prefer earning cash back while others may prefer earning credit card points or reward points, that's why I'm going to be covering 5 cashback credit cards as well as 5 travel cards for you. So starting off with card number 1, we have the rotating categories card. And for the cashback credit card, we have the Discover It Cashback card. And for the travel card, we have the Chase Freedom Flex. Now, starting off with the Discover It Cashback card, this credit card is going to earn you 5% back on rotating quarterly categories, and that's going to be on up to the first $1,500 spent in those categories, and then after that, you'll just be earning 1% back, and then 1% back on all other purchases outside of those categories. At the time of filming this video, the current rotating quarterly categories for the Discover It Cashback card are going to include wholesale clubs as well as restaurants. And with this credit card, Discover gives you a pretty unique sign-up bonus where they'll actually match all of your cash back you earn within the first year with this credit card. So for example, if you yourself earn $250 of cash back by using this credit card, then Discover would also match that by giving you another $250 back. Now, moving over to the Chase Freedom Flex, this credit card comes with a $200 cashback sign-up bonus after you spend $500 in purchases within the first 3 months of opening this credit card. And similar to the Discover It Cashback credit card, this card also earns 5% back in rotating quarterly categories on the first $1,500 spent. And now until June, these categories for the Chase Freedom Flex currently include Amazon as well as Lowe's hardware stores. And on top of all of that, this credit card will get you 3% back on drugstore purchases, 3% back on dining, takeout, and delivery services, 5% back on travel booked through their Chase travel portal, and then 1% back on all of your other purchases made with this credit card. And while this credit card is marketed as a cashback credit card, the reason it's on the list for travel credit cards is because everything that you're earning with this credit card is actually going to be in the form of Chase Ultimate Reward points that you can use for a bunch of different things, including cashback, or you can use them through the Chase travel portal for travel. Now, next up for card number 2, we have the flexible categories credit card. And for both the travel card as well as the cashback credit card, it's actually going to be the same exact card coming in with the City Custom Cash. And with this credit card, you can get a $200 cashback sign-up bonus after you spend $1,500 in purchases within the first 6 months of account opening. And the thing that makes this credit card such a flexible credit card to have is that you're going to be earning 5% back on your highest eligible spend category each month on the first $500 spent in that category. And these categories include things like gas, restaurants, groceries, transportation, and a few others that I'll go ahead and put up on the screen so you can see those. Now, one quick tip I will give you with this credit card and how I personally use it is, since this credit card is earning you 5% back in your highest spend category for that month, I would definitely recommend that you only use this credit card for one specific category so you can lock in that 5% back on that category and maximize your earning potential with this credit card. It's similar to the Chase Freedom Flex, where with this credit card, all of your cash back that you're earning is going to be in the form of City thank you points. So again, if you're using the custom cash by itself, you can go ahead and redeem those City thank you points for straight cashback value. But something that you can do that some others do as well is, if you actually want to pair it up with another credit card called the City Premier card, you can then transfer those City thank you points over to the Premier card and redeem them for travel either through a City travel portal, or you can transfer them out to an airline or hotel partner. And this just makes the City Custom Cash a very solid overall credit card, no matter if you're looking at cashback or travel. Next up for card number 3, we have the food category. And for the cashback credit card, we have the Capital One Saver credit card. And for the travel credit card, we have the Amex Gold card. And with the Saver One card, you'll get a $200 sign-up bonus after you spend $500 in the first 3 months of account opening. And with this credit card, you're going to get 3% back on dining, entertainment, streaming services, and then 3% back on groceries. Outside of all those categories, you're going to get 1% back with this credit card. And right now through 2024 with this credit card, you also get 10% back on Uber rides as well as Uber Eats, making it a very solid choice if you're someone who uses those services on a very regular basis. So for the Savor One credit card, it's just an overall solid credit card for cashback. Whether you want to use it for dining out or groceries, it's going to have you covered in both of those categories. And additionally, if you wanted to pair this with something like the Capital One Venture X, something that a lot of people don't know is that you can actually take your cashback that you earn on the Savor card, you can then transfer it over to the Venture X card and convert it into Capital One miles, where you can then use it for travel. So now moving over to the Amex Gold card, this card is going to get you 4x back on dining as well as 4x back on grocery purchases up to the first $25,000 spent at grocery stores each year. And most commonly, this credit card does come with a 60,000 point sign-up bonus after you spend $4,000 in purchases within the first 6 months of account opening. However, if you search around and open a few different tabs, an offer for 75,000 points can be found. And if you have a friend or family member to give you a special referral link, an offer for as high as 90,000 points after spending the same $4,000 within 6 months with this credit card can also be found. If you're looking at the Amex Gold card, just do some digging around and search around a little bit and see the highest offer that you can find. Just because even though 60,000 points is the most common offer, you can definitely find higher offers for this credit card. And because you're only allowed to get one sign-up bonus per credit card in your lifetime, I would definitely recommend that you take some time and maximize the highest sign-up bonus that you can get. Now, in terms of food spending, whether you're dining out or buying groceries, this credit card is going to have you covered with earning that 4x back on food purchases. Now, talking about annual fees, this credit card is a little bit on the higher side of things, coming in at $250 per year. However, the American Express Gold card does offer 2 credits that you get each month in the form of $10 a piece, and this is a $10 credit to use towards Uber or Uber Eats, as well as a $10 dining credit that you get back after you dine out at either Cheesecake Factory, Shake Shack locations, Milk Bar locations, or use Grubhub on a monthly basis. Now, with all of those Amex MR points that you're going to be earning back on your food purchases, you do have a few different ways to actually use those points, and this is going to include things like gift card purchases. You can use it for travel, use them for past purchases you made with this credit card, and you can use them for online shopping as well. But the way that I would always recommend you use your American Express MR points, as well as any other credit card points that you earn, in the way that I use them personally, is always using them for travel. So for example, if you were to use your Amex MR points for things like gift card purchases, you may only get about half a cent per point for gift cards. So that 60,000 point sign up bonus is only going to be worth about $300 for gift card purchases. However, if you were to use them for travel, whether that's through the Amex travel portal or you transfer them out to an airline or hotel partner, you can get anywhere between 1 cent per point and up to 1.5 cents per point, meaning that your same 60,000 point sign up bonus is now worth anywhere between $600, maybe even up to $1,200 to use for travel. So now moving on to credit card number 4, for the travel side of things, we have the Chase Sapphire Preferred, and then for the cashback side of things, we have the Amex Blue Cash Every Day. And the categories for this one is really just a credit card that you can use in a bunch of different ways or throughout a few different categories. So taking a look at the Amex Blue Cash Every Day, this credit card is going to get you 3% back on gas, groceries, and online shopping on the first $6,000 spent in each category per year. And one of my favorite things about this credit card is not only does it earn you 3% back in some pretty valuable categories as it is, my favorite is actually the 3% back on online shopping, and that's just because there's no other credit card on the market that really gives you 3% back on online shopping besides maybe the Apple cashback credit card. But outside of that, with pretty much any other credit card on the market, you're only going to be getting anywhere between 1.5% and maybe 2% at the very top when it comes to online shopping. And yes, I know it is only on the first $6,000 spent in each category per year. However, if you were to max out all 3 categories, you have a potential to earn $540 back each year with this credit card. This credit card does also come with a sign-up bonus of $250 cash back after you spend $2,000 in purchases within the first 6 months of having this credit card. And the only real downside that I will give of this credit card is that the cashback is a little limited in the way that you can use it. All the cashback that you earn with this credit card is just going to automatically be redeemed for a statement credit at the end of each month, making it a little bit limited on how you can use your cashback. But again, I just think this is a very solid overall credit card for anybody to have, especially if you do a lot of online shopping. Now, moving over to the Sapphire Preferred, with this card, you're going to be able to get 3x back on dining, takeout, and delivery services. You're going to get 3x back on streaming services, 3x back on online grocery store purchases, 5x back on travel booked through the Chase Travel Portal, and then 1x back on everything else. And this credit card does also come with a 60,000 point sign-up bonus after you spend $4,000 in purchases within the first 3 months of having this credit card. But the real power of this credit card and where this credit card really shines is going to be when actually using those Chase points for travel. So with this credit card, all of your Chase points are worth an additional 25% in value when you book travel through the Chase Travel Portal. So for example, that 60,000 point sign-up bonus that you get with this credit card, well, that would normally be worth about $600 in value. When you use it to book travel in the Chase Travel Portal, it's now worth $750 for travel. And this gets even better when you combine it with some of the other Chase credit cards, like the one we mentioned earlier, the Freedom Flex, because you're going to be able to earn 5% back in those rotated quarterly categories, and then all of those Chase Ultimate Reward points that you earn, you can then transfer them over to the Sapphire Preferred, redeem them for travel in the Chase Travel Portal, and get an additional 25% value on those points. Now, I know that some might argue another credit card over the Sapphire Preferred, known as the City Premier credit card, and while this credit card does earn very similar to the Sapphire Preferred, in my opinion, I find the travel partners that Chase offers to be more beneficial than the ones that City offers when it comes to actually redeeming those points. Plus, on top of all of that, City does not offer you the same extra 25% value on your points that Chase does. And the Sapphire Preferred does also offer you automatic rental car coverage that the City Premier card does not. So if you are booking a rental car, having that automatic rental car coverage could save you an average of about $20 extra per day. Now, for credit card number 5, of course, we need a catch-all credit card. And for the cashback side of things, we have the City Double Cash credit card. And for the travel credit card, we have the Chase Freedom Unlimited. So with the City Double Cash credit card, it earns you a very simple, straightforward 2% cash back on all of your purchases made with this credit card. You're going to get the first 1% back when you actually make the purchase. Then you're going to get the second 1% back at the end of the month when you pay your bill and pay off that credit card. And similar to the City Custom Cash that we talked about earlier, the Double Cash credit card also earns your cash back in the form of City thank you points, meaning again that if you wanted to only have the Double Cash credit card, you're just going to be able to use those points for cash back. But again, if you combined it with the City Premier card, you can also use those points for travel. Now, moving over to the Chase Freedom Unlimited, this credit card does come with a $200 sign-up bonus after you spend $500 in the first 3 months, just like the Chase Freedom Flex. And again, just like that Freedom Flex card, you're going to be earning 3% back on dining, takeout, and delivery, 3% back at drugstores, and 5% back on Chase Travel booked through their travel portal. However, the real reason that you would get this credit card, or the main reason to get this credit card, is that you're going to be earning unlimited 1.5% cash back on all of your purchases that aren't in that specific category. And I know that 1.5% back might seem a little bit low when you compare it to some of the other credit cards on the market that offer 2% cash back, like the Double Cash credit card. However, like we talked about earlier, if you pair this up with the Sapphire Preferred, all of your points are going to be worth that additional 25% value, meaning that with this credit card, you're essentially earning 1.75% cash back on all of your purchases. Plus, if you have the Sapphire Preferred, you can then take those Chase points and transfer them out to an airline or a hotel partner, where it is not uncommon for you to get 2 cents and even up to 3 cents per point on those Chase Ultimate Reward points, which is why myself and a lot of other credit card YouTubers tend to value Chase points as some of the most valuable points in the credit card market. Now, to end the video off, I actually have a bonus credit card for you in both the cashback category as well as the travel credit card category. And for the cashback side of things, it's going to be the Chase Amazon Prime card, and this card does come in with no annual fee. It also gets you a $100 Amazon gift card directly deposited into your Prime account after being approved. With this credit card, you're going to be able to earn 5% back on all of your Amazon Prime purchases, as well as 5% back at Whole Foods. Additionally, it does earn 2% back at restaurants restaurants and gas stations, and then 1% back on everything else. But the main thing you're going to be focusing on with this credit card is going to be those 5% back categories. And for the travel side of things, I would either recommend the Amex Platinum card if you want access to things like airport lounge access, instant hotel statuses, and things like free room upgrades when available, and you can swing the higher annual fee. But if you are someone who wants no annual fee credit cards and you are currently renting wherever you live, then I would definitely recommend you check out the Built Master credit card. And with this credit card, it's the first ever credit card that allows you to earn points back on your rent with paying no additional fees, and it'll earn you 1 point per dollar spent on your rent each month. And additionally, it also earns you 3x back on dining, 2x back on travel, and then 1x back on everything else. And all of the Built points that you earn, similar to Chase Ultimate Reward points, are going to be very valuable points, especially with some of the travel partners that they have, such as Hyatt Hotels and American Airlines, that you can use. And that's going to wrap it up for today's video, but I definitely am curious to know what are some of your favorite credit cards for 2023. So definitely let me know by dropping a comment down below. And while you're down there, consider dropping a like on the video if you did find it informative and you enjoyed it, as it does help me out in the channel a ton. And if you are new to the channel and you're interested in more content just like this, where I talk about personal finance and credit card tips, then consider subscribing while you're down there so you never miss a new upload. As always, you all are amazing, and I hope each and every one of you have a fantastic rest of your day.